Tomorrow, you gotta live for the now. That's an Epicurean philosophy, but the Stoics, discipline, long-term thinking. How do my actions affect 7 generations down, right? The Native American prophecies or adage. How do my actions affect 7 generations down the line? It's kind of a different way of thinking about it. I felt like I wanted to put it out there because so many times in our life, part of this event is that we're not just talking about food, we're bridging the gap here. This is about transformation. This is about your mastery of yourself, life mastery, right? And I'm only up here teaching what I need to learn. Like, I'm not on a pedestal by any means. I'm here teaching what I need to learn. So thank you so much for helping me with that by showing up, right? But in all of our lives, I feel like we can really refine these qualities of discipline. In disciplining our disappointments, how many times in our life do we get ahead of ourselves? Do we get into future projection of some negative, inevitable outcome so we don't even try? Oh, it's not going to work out anyways. So why even try? Why lift a finger? Ignorance is bliss. Oh, I think someone said that recently, and I was like, okay, ignorance is bliss up until the consequences of your ignorance start knocking on your door. Ignorance has consequences, right? Cancer, diabetes, digestive complications, hormone collapses, immune collapses. When somebody's sitting on their deathbed, right? When you talk to people, I've talked to people. I used to work in the emergency room in Summit Hospital in Oakland for 3 years. Right? Seeing the worst of the worst, stuff I could never even knew was real. Right? Put right up in my face. That I got a reality check of like, whoa, there's consequences to ignorance. There's consequences to not paying attention, not dotting the I's and crossing the T's, right? It's not the same as being neurotic, it's just being disciplined, and it's having perspective. Like, oh man, when I watch my grandmother, or I watch my stepfather who just recently called me, or my mom called me frantic months ago, just like, oh my God, he's going to have a colonosectomy, his colon's getting removed, this whole situation. I'm just sitting there calmly like, this is interesting. She's freaking out, but to me, I was kind of relieved, actually. I was like, that's it, huh? Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought his heart was going to shut down. Because I saw the whole thing, right? I saw the whole storyline from like 20 or 10 years ago. So in my mind, I was like, wow, he dodged a bullet. But that is a consequence, right, of not paying attention. So let me read you this quick quote from Seneca. I had to pull it into my book. This is just so perfect. It lines it all up, and then we're gonna fly off here. So Seneca on the shortness of life. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Life is long enough, and a sufficiently generous amount has been given to us for the highest achievements if it were to be well invested. But when it is wasted in heedless luxury and spent on no good activity, we are forced at last by death's final constraint to realize that it has passed away before we knew that it was even passing. So it is. We are not given a short life, but we make it short. And we are not ill-supplied, but wasteful of it. Life is long if you know how to use it. And I think that's the best way that I could introduce everything that I'm about to talk about, because everything that I'm here to share with you, these are all options on the menu board of the universe. You do have options in case anybody told you, in case your doctor told you otherwise, your dentist told you otherwise, your optometrist told you otherwise, your lawyer told you otherwise, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your religious leader, pastor, whoever, your third grade teacher, your government official. Whoever in your life told you otherwise, I'm here to flip that around. and let you know that no matter where you come from, no matter what circumstance you come here from, you do have options. And there are more options than you thought existed. And that's what I'm really excited about. I'm not here to tell you that you need to be on this diet or that diet. In fact, I don't want anybody on any diet. Right? Look at the word diet. It's an energetic discrepancy. It actually doesn't resonate. We want to get on the live it, right? We're adopting a type of fuel supply that matches our genetic code, right? Nutrigenomics, right? We actually adopt a type of a nutritional strategy that allows us to fully express our genetic activation, which is called our phenotype, the physical characteristics of our genes. We want to activate all our epigenetic triggers so we can actually be fully realized, fully awakened human beings.